Now I'm gonna move into turn of the century of the 21st century, 2000s decade. There's a team that started the decade that really should have won a championship. That's the 2000 Portland Trailblazers. No question, this is a team that should have won the championship that year, but their inability to close out games was a detriment to this 2000 Portland Trailblazers team. Portland Trailblazers team. This Portland Trailblazers team was definitely loaded. They made a lot of moves. They got Scottie Pippen. They got Steve Smith in the offseason, Detlef Schrempf. So they was trying to really gear up for a championship run, which they did. And they made it to the conference finals, but they unfortunately lost to the eventual champion Los Angeles Lakers. Now, Portland was 59-23. It was tied for the second highest winning percentage in franchise history. So once again, they got Scottie Pippen, Steve Smith, and Detlef Schrempf. So they beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in 4 games. Then they beat the Utah Jazz in 5 games in the second round. Then they were down 3-1 against the Lakers, and they came back and won the next 2 games to tie the series up at 3-3 because they were down 3-1. The Blazers, and they was able to come back and win the next 2 games and tie the series up at 3-3. But game 7, they had a 15-point lead with 10 minutes to go, and the Lakers went on a 15-0 run to tie the score, and then they pulled away, went 89-84. Obviously, that game is known for Kobe, crossing over Scottie Pippen and throwing a lob to Shaq for the dunk. That shit was the deal. And that series has been widely criticized for its controversial officiating. Many critics of the series feel that the NBA may have tampered with the series, especially with Game 7. That's according to the research. But what I want to do is talk about is that Game 7, that 7-game series against the Lakers, as far as the Blazers are concerned, why they lost the series. Because it's doing the research, meaning that the Blazers should have won this series. They should have won this series because they had the lead for so much time. They wasn't able to close the deal and win the series and win the game. Except for Game 5 and Game 6, they was able to get off to a good lead, have a lead for the majority of the game, and still finish it. The problem is they didn't do the same thing in Games 3 and Games 4, as well as Game 7, so we're going to look at that. So Game 3, for example, right? Portland gets off to a 15-2 start. 15-2 start. They was up 30-22 at the end of the first quarter. At halftime, they led 55-45 at halftime. But then in the second half, Lakers rallied to take a 72-71 lead. So, make long story short, Ron Harper's hits a 19-foot jump shot from the assist from Kobe Bryant, and they go up 93-91. Now, Blazers had a chance to win it, but they fell short. They didn't capitalize on that and lose 93-91. But this was a trend in the series that the Blazers had this knack for getting off to great starts, but not able to finish what they started. I think that's the detriment to this team during that time, 20 years ago, is that they wasn't able to close out the games that they had against the Lakers. Now, when they have a big lead, they get up to a great start, but when it's come down to finishing, they didn't do it. Same case in point, Game 4. The Blazers get off to a great start. These are the home games, Games 3 and Games 4, because they had a split in LA. They won 106-77. They lost Game 1, 109-94, but they got split. But now you got the home court advantage. Now you in your home turf in Portland. You blow a lead at Game 3. Had a chance to win that series. Game 3 in that series, you had a chance to win, but you fell short. You let the Lakers, rally after you had a big lead. Game 4, the same scenario. They get off to a 17-6 start in the first quarter. Led 25-16 in the first quarter. Led by 5 in the at halftime. Lakers rallied again in the second half and go on to win 103-91. Lakers had a 10-point lead in the third quarter. Overall, had built a 19-point lead, 99-80. They lose game 4 by 12 points. Trends that continues to throughout the series. Now, Portland was able to get off to a great start in game 5 in LA and win 96-88. Portland never trailed. They never trailed. The Lakers never had a lead in that game. Portland led for like 47 minutes and 9 seconds. They always had the lead. They never trailed. So they was able to win 96 to 88 in game 5. So we moved to game 6. The Blazers got out to a great start again. They led the majority of the game, 41 minutes and 49 seconds. And they win 103-93, so there's no problems in game 5 and game 6. The Blazers had the lead for the majority of the game, just like they had in game 3 and game 4. But they wasn't able to finish the deal like they did in game 5 and game 6. Game 3 and game 4, they could have won those games, but they wasn't able to capitalize and finish. So now you got game 5 and game 6, Portland handles their business. They do what they're supposed to do. They win those 2 games, having the lead. So now you got the game 7. And this is what I want to break down this collapse because, again, Scottie Pippen's on his team. The 6 championships that he has. Got Steve Smith, Abdullah Shrimp, Rasheed Wallace was their best player, who had 30 points and 12 rebounds in this game 7. 30 points and 12 rebounds. He was able to, definitely deliver the goods. In this game, Portland had the lead. They led, as far as leading the game, for 37 minutes and 33 seconds. Lakers, on the other hand, had a lead. They led for 7 minutes and 32 seconds. So it shows you, in this game 7, Portland should have won this game. They had the lead, 15-point lead with 10 minutes to go. So I'm going to go over the play-by-play. Now, they had 6 ties, 7 lead changes. The game was tied for 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Again, Portland led for 37 minutes and 33 seconds. Now, Scottie Pippen, again, yes, he had the 6 rings, and he had all the experience to win. And he won championships, but he did not deliver the goods in that game 7. Despite, yes, Rasheed Wallace did what he wanted to do. He did what he had to do. 30 points, 12 rebounds. But what more can you ask for? The dude stepped up, played at the best level he could play, at the best of his ability. But where's Scottie Pippen? Scottie Pippen scored 9 points in the first quarter. The rest of the way, he scored 1 point. He finished with 10 points, 3 of 10 shooting. That's not good if you're coming from a 6-time NBA champion. That's why Scottie Pippen is overrated when it comes to doing things in the fourth quarter and stepping up and making big plays. Not just scoring, but doing things to just make the team win. And they'll stop the bleeding because you up 15 points. You find a way to stop the bleeding if you're Scottie Pippen, but he wasn't able to do that. Also, Portland, what hurt them also during his comeback when the Lakers came back to win by 5 points, 89-84, is because Portland had a drought, 7 minutes and 30 seconds without scoring a point. And make sure that take place in the fourth quarter. It had to be because the Lakers went on a 15-0 run. So I'm going to go over it play-by-play of this game. So now the Blazers got to a great start. They get off to a 26-15 start. So let's look at the play-by-play, go over that, and close it out. Okay, Portland got it down by 5-2, 7-4, 7-6, 9-6, 9-8, and then Damon Stoudemire, who was on that team for the Blazers, hit a 3 to make it 11-9. So Pippen, again, got to a great start, Scottie Pippen. And he had made a couple of free throws. He was aggressive. Went to the free throw line a few times. And then he made a three-point shot. And now the Blazers are up 16-9 because of Scottie Pippen. Because he made the two free throws, he hit a three-pointer because he was up 13-9. Then he hit a three-point 16-9. Then Steve Smith gets to the three-point party with 4:29 to go in the first quarter. He hits a three. And now it's a 10-point lead for the Blazers, 19-9. And Rasheed Wallace scores on 17 feet. Now it's 21-13. So the Blazers are off to a great start again. Throughout this whole series, they always had a lead, but they wasn't able to finish. That's the reason why they lost the series, because from games 3 to game 6, game 3, game 4, and game 7, they had leads. They wasn't able to finish. They wasn't able to finish the deal when they had a lead. That's why they lost the series, because they wasn't able to finish, close it out. You're a championship team, you find a way to close it out, especially when you got a Scottie Pippen on your squad, you got Steve Smith on your squad, you got Douglas Shrimp on your squad. You got to be able to close the deal and get the victory, and they wasn't able to do that. Game 5 and game 6, they was able to do that. They was able to get off to a great start and hold the lead and be ahead and play from ahead and stay ahead and finish. That's what they was able to do. But why didn't they do that in games 3, game 4, and game 7? You never know. If you're a Portland Trailblazers fan, you're scratching your head. You're thinking, why we didn't finish? So as I continue on, they were up 23-15. Again, Scottie Pippen was hot. He had a 2-point shot, 15 feet, 23-15. They ended the quarter with leading 23-16. And Scottie Pippen had 9 points in the first quarter, so he's red hot. Now, if you're Scottie Pippen, yes, you're feeling good about yourself, but you're a Blazer fan, you want to see more of that aggression. Because again, you went to the free throw line a few times in the first quarter. Made his free throws, 2 for 2, like 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So he was able to get off to a great start, making shots, making baskets. Got 9 points. Then the second quarter comes in. So Kobe makes a layup. It's 23-18. Then Wallace scores 25-18. Wallace scores again, 27-20. Kobe makes a 3, 27-23. Douglas Shrimp scores 29-23. Rozzy Wells scores, make it 31-25. Rozzy Wells makes a free throw. Again, he got a 3-point play on Rick Fox, who fouled him. So it's 32-25. Then Rasheed Wallace hits a 3-pointer, 6:33 to go in the second quarter. Up 10 points, 35-25, and the Lakers call a timeout. So again, the trend of having a lead throughout this series, throughout the games that Portland played, not able to close out, especially in the game 7, is not good if you're a Blazers fan at that time, 20 years ago. I mean, the Blazers outplayed the Lakers during the series. There's no way around it. Lakers had Kobe and Shaq. This was the beginning of Kobe and Shaq. Get that. But Portland should have won this series, without question. They just didn't close out. So that was a trend throughout this whole series. So as I continue on, 10-point lead for the Blazers. Lakers score, cut it to 8. Shaq makes a hook shot, 35-27. Shaq makes another 2-point shot, 35-29. Then Glenn Rice knocks down 3, 35-32. So now the Lakers on a run. So they go on a 7-0 run. So they were down, 35-25. So they go on a 7-0 run. So now the score is 35-32. So Lakers bounce back. Timeout Portland with 4:31 left in the first half. So via a bonus, he goes to the free throw line. 3:45 to go. He makes 2 free throws, 37-32. The Douglas Shrimp makes a hook shot from 7 feet. Now it's a 7-point lead. Now the Blazers go on a 4-0 run. Now they up by 7. Bryant Shaw hits a jump shot for the Lakers, 39-34. Kobe Bryant scores, 39-36. Kobe Bryant fouls Steve Smith. Steve Smith only makes 1 out of 2. So they got a 4-point lead. So the Lakers on a 4-0 run. And they cut the lead is cut to 4 points. Now they got a 4-point lead. Then Shaq makes a free throw. It's 37. Then Douglas Schrempf, who played pretty good in the first half, scores. He scores from 10 feet out. And then now they got 5 points. Then Kobe scores on the dunk, 42-39. So now the Blazers go into the halftime with a 42-39 lead. But the problem is, Scottie Pippen didn't score in the second quarter. He was scoreless. So all that aggression, getting to the line a few times that he did, scoring 9 points in the first quarter, where was that in the second quarter? That shows you Scottie Pippen's not that guy. You that guy, you the guy with the rings. You gotta continue to be aggressive. For every reason he did not score in the second quarter. I think he was in foul trouble. He missed a 3-point shot from 3-point range. Let's look at shooting. First of all, I'm going to look at the second quarter. Second quarter, what did Pippen do? Pippen took 2 shots. They were from 3-point range. Did not score. Took 2 shots. Was in foul trouble. But for every reason, he did not score. He was 0 for 2. Wasn't aggressive enough. That's all it is. So, 42-39 was the lead for the Blazers. Again, playing from ahead, like they was doing the majority of this whole series. This is Game 7. This is for all the marbles. So, here it goes. This third quarter. We'll talk about the second half. 42-39. So, Ron Harper starts the quarter off with a 2-point shot from 18 feet. Assists for Kobe Bryant, so it's 42-41, so it's a 1-point game. Then Rasheed Wallace hits a 2-point shot from 9 feet. Assists from Steinmeier, they go up by 3 again, like they did before halftime, 42-39, so we up 44-41. Kobe goes to the free throw line, gets fouled by Scottie Pippen. He makes 2 free throws. Now it's a 1-point game, 44-43. Vitas Sabonis scores on a dunk, 46-43. Harper scores on a 17-foot shot, 46-45. Then Sabonis scores on a 20-foot jump shot with 7:47 to go. It's 48-45. AC Green goes to the free throw line. He makes 1 out of 2. It's a 2-point game in favor of Portland. But the Lakers got back into the game. Glenn Rice does his thing. Makes a 2-point layup. Then makes a free throw. I think that was and 1. It's Pippen fouled Rice. So Rice went to the free throw line, made the free throw. Now Portland is trailing by a point, 49-48. But again, the Blazers had a 15-point lead, so they was able to pull away, go on their run, and take a big lead. So it's like the team on the play-by-play. This was going to start transpiring. They started to get ahead in the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter. Okay. Rasheed Wallace goes to the free throw line, makes his free throws. They go up 50-49 because Kobe fouled Wallace. $50-49. So now Rice, it's a 19-foot jump shot, 51-50. Then Smith makes his 2-point shot from 14 feet for 5:20 to go. Now the Blazers lead 52-51. Then here comes Steve Smith. Steve Smith started to get hot in this third quarter. because he hit a 2-point shot, 14 feet. Then he made a 3-pointer. Now they up 55-51. Then makes another 2-point shot from 6 feet, 57-51. So now Blazers are on a great run. They got great rhythm right now. 9-0, like they on like a 9-0 run. 57-51. Timeout Lakers, 57-51 with 3:59 to go. So the Blazers are on a great run. They're on a 9-0 run right now. They handle their business. A 9-2 run in a sense. But they rolling right now. 57-51. Now they keep it rolling. Out of the timeout. Then Rice misses a 3-point shot. It's Pippen with the rebound. Wallace scores again. Wallace scores. And now they're up by 8 points. So they go on like 11-2 run. Then comes 11-4 run because Ori scores. So now it's 59-53. Bonzi Wells scores again, 61-53. 2-point layup from Bonzi Wells. Then Wallace scores on a dunk. Now they're up by 10 points with 2:25 to go. So if you're a Blazer fan, you're feeling good about yourself. You're rolling along. You're winning in the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. All you got to do is close the deal and make it happen and finish the deal. Finish all Kobe, Shaq, and the Lakers. So this run continues. Steve Smith again hits a 3-pointer with 1:49 to go. 66-53. Then Wallace makes a dunk. Now a 15-point lead. So they was on a big run during this third quarter to close out the third quarter. They was up 68-53 after Wallace scored on a dunk. Then Kobe makes a 2-point shot, 21 feet. But Scottie Pippen finally scores, makes a 3-point shot, and it's now 71-55, so they have a 16-point lead. Then Brian Shaw hits a huge three, with 4.0 seconds to go, and the lead was cut to 13. Interesting, because Scottie Pippen, he had 9 points in the first quarter. He hit a 3, so he must have had 12 points. Yeah, Pippen had 12 points. I'll make a correction. I think I said they had 10 points. If I did, I apologize, but he had 12 points. 12 points for the game. Now he helped score 3 points in the third quarter. Now, Pippen didn't have to do that much because Steve Smith was carrying the load. So look at the third quarter. The third quarter, Steve Smith was on fire. Him and Wallace. Wallace and Smith combined for 20 points. So Steve Smith hit 2 3-pointers. He was 4 for 5 from the field. Had 10 points. Wallace had 10 points. So in a sense, Pippen didn't have to do that much in the third quarter because Wallace was doing his thing and Smith was doing that thing. They combined for 20 points. So that's the reason why they had that big lead going into the fourth quarter, 71-58. They had a 16-point lead. When Pippen hit the 3, it was 71-55. But here's the money quarter. Here's when things went wrong for the Blazers. Fourth quarter. This is the money quarter. This is when Scottie Pippen definitely had to, make a contribution to start scoring or make an impact a certain way. Okay, fourth quarter, 71-58 in favor of the Blazers. Steve Smith got the hot hand again. After a 10-point third quarter, he scores on a 12-foot shot to start the fourth quarter. Now they up by 15. 73-58. Then Kobe scores on a 13-foot jumper, 73-60. Then Bonzi Wells goes to the free throw line. After Rick Fox fouls Bonzi Wells, he makes 2 free throws. Now they got a 15-point lead, 75-60. Then Shaq scores on a layup, 75-62. Brian Shaw played big in this game. Especially off the bench, obviously. Brian Shaw had a 3-point shot, cut the lead to 10 points, 75-65 with 9:36 to go. So Portland calls a timeout. Now let's look at Pippen. Pippen attempted a 3-point shot, missed it at 75-65. Kobe Bryant got fouled. He went to the free throw line, made 1 out of 2. So the lead's trimmed to 9. The 15-point lead that Portland had is now trimmed to 9 points. So it's 75-66. Wallace misses a shot. He missed another shot from 16 feet as well as 8 feet. Now you start to see the scoring drought start to take place because they went through a scoring drought for about 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I think that took place in the fourth quarter. So 75-66. Shaq goes to the line. Because remember, at the 10:28 mark, they scored their 75th point. Remember, the Blazers would go the rest of the way, scoring 9 more points to have 84 points. So that scoring drought of 7 minutes 30 seconds loomed large. They came at the wrong, inopportune time for that to happen. So with 10:28 to go in the fourth quarter, Blazers had a 75-60 lead, 15-point lead. But from that point on, the Lakers went on their 15-0 run. That's when the drought took place. Because now it's 75-67. Shaq makes 1 out of 2 free throws. And then Robert Horry hits a big 3-point shot. Now 75-70. Bonzi Wells misses a 3-pointer. Pippen misses a 20-foot jumper. Offensive rebound by Brian Grant, but he turned the ball over with 6:34 to go. It was stolen by Brian Shaw. Or he gets called for offensive foul. Wallace misses a jump shot from 7 feet. He was off. 6:05 to go. Still, 75-70. 4 minutes and some seconds without scoring a point for the Blazers. Then Kobe knocks down a shot from 11 feet. Now 75-72 with 5:47 to go. Steve Smith misses a 13-foot jump shot. Offensive rebound for Grant. Back to Wallace. He misses a 11-foot jump shot. 5:04. They was cold. Now it's like 5 minutes without scoring a point for the Blazers. So the score is still 75-72. Brian Grant misses a 9-foot jump shot. It was blocked by Shaq with 4:28 to go. Now you see the Blazers are getting tight in these situations because they can't score. Now it's going to like 6 minutes without scoring. So offensive rebound by Pippen was he misses a jump shot from 20 feet, 4:20 to go, can't score. Defensive rebound for the Lakers. And Brian Shaw again, huge 3-point shot. Now we got a tied game at 75-75. Brian Shaw came up big in this game. So now, that's with 4 minutes to go. So, mind you, this drought is continuing for the Blazers. This is 6 minutes and some seconds where they have not scored a point. They picked the wrong time to go cold from the field. They wasn't making their shots. Wallace was off. He wasn't making shots. He missed a 7-foot jump shot. at 3:39 to go. The defensive rebound by Glenn Rice. Timeout Lakers. 3:37 to go. So now all the momentum is in favor of the Lakers now, because they were down 75-60, a 15-point lead. Now everything has turned around for them. They're going a 15-0 run, and now they got the crowd back in the game. They win, right? I mean, they got the game tied right now. All the momentum is in favor of the Lakers. There's no momentum at all for the Blazers. Where Scottie Pippen at? As I can see wrong with the play-by-play, we're going to see what he did. But anyway, 75-75, 3:19 to go. Kobe misses a left-foot jump shot. He missed it, Kobe Bryant. Defensive rebound for Wallace. Now, finally, the drought that lasted 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Wallace scores on a 2-point layup, and now they got the lead again. First time since they had the 75-60 lead. Now they got the lead again, 77-75. See, that was with 2:58 to go. With 10:28 to go. Their last point was with 10:28 to go. So they didn't score a point, score points until 2:58 in the fourth quarter, when Shewaj scored on a layup to go up 77-75. So that 7 minutes and 30 seconds loomed large for the Blazers, even though they was able to get a lead. But it was kind of like, it's about time, but where was the scoring? Before Shewaj scored into that drought of 7 minutes and 30 seconds without scoring a point. So Shaq goes to the free throw line, gets fouled by Sabonis. He makes 2 free throws. Now it's tied at 77 with 2:44 to go. Brian Grant misses a 15-foot jumper. Defensive rebound by Shaq. Then Lakers take the lead as Shaq makes a jump shot from 9 feet. 12-point shot from 9 feet. It's 79-77 in favor of the Lakers with 2:12 to go. Shaq gets called for a lane violation. Shewaj, he scores, tied at 79-79. So even though the Blazers are had a drought, they still in the game, still competing, while still able to hold it down and tie it up. But Wallace fouls Kobe, and Kobe Bryant makes 2 free throws to make it 81-79 with 1:34 to go. Now, Rasheed Wallace, even though he got the Blazers back into the game, he did make a mistake of not making the free throws. With 1:25 to go, he's fouled by Shaq. He went to the free throw line. With 1:25 to go, Portland trailing by 2 points, 81-79. He missed 2 free throws, both of them. But he could have tied it, he missed them. So here's Kobe Bryant, 83-79 with 1:09 to go. He gets a 16-foot jump shot, make it 83-79. Scottie Pippen with 83-79 lead for the Lakers. He attempts a 3-point shot with 56 seconds to go. Missed it. And then Glenn Rice got the rebound. I think this is the play where Kobe crossed over Scottie Pippen to throw the lob to Shaq. And that made it 85-79 with 41 seconds to go. Portland called timeout with 40 seconds to go. Then Wallace hits a 3-pointer to cut it to 3 points, 85-82 with 34 seconds left. Pippen fouled Ron Harper. He misses, makes 1 out of 3, so it's 86-82. Portland calls timeout, 32 seconds left. Steve Smith misses a layup. Kobe Bryant gets the rebound. Pippen fouls again. Kobe actually surprisingly missed 2 free throws. 86-82. But again, Portland just ran out of gas. He called a timeout with 24 seconds left. Steve Smith misses an 18-foot jumper with 19 seconds left. Robert Horry gets the rebound. Robert Horry gets fouled by Douglas Shrimp. He makes 2 free throws, so it's 88-82. Damon Stoudemire makes a layup with 11 seconds left, but the game is over. 88-84. Horry gets fouled by Douglas Shrimp. He missed the 2 free throws. And then Bonzi Wells attempts a three-pointer with 26 seconds left attempts a three-pointer with 5.0 seconds left. With the Blazers trailing by 4, but it was all she wrote, man. Like, even if he made that 3, was they still gonna try to had a chance to win? I don't think so. Time was running out for the Blazers. Even if he makes the 3, if it was 87, 88, okay, or he had to make a free throw, it would have been a miracle for that to happen. They still had a shot in a sense if Bonzi Wells would have made that made the 3 to cut it to 1 point, but he was off. So Lakers get a rebound, 4 seconds to go. Douglas Shrimp fouls Robert Horry with 2.0 seconds to go. And Horry makes 1 out of 2, and the Lakers win 89-84. So that's all she wrote. And when you talk about this matchup, I mean, the 7 minutes and 30 second scoring drought. That's the reason why the Blazers lost this game. Pippen didn't come through, obviously, in the 4th quarter. This didn't come through. And I think that when you look at the fact that this team had so many chances to win, had a chance to win this game and don't capitalize on it, it's not a good look. It's not a good look because they had the chance to win the series. The series was in favor of the Blazers. And games 3, 4, 6, games 3, 4, and 7, when they had leads, they didn't finish the deal. And I think when you don't finish the deal, you suffer the consequences for losing. So let's look at the 4th quarter. Rasheed Wallace was 3 for 9 for the field. His 2 free throws had 7 points. Now he had 30 points and 12 rebounds. But the 4th quarter, he didn't do enough because they had that scoring drop for 7 minutes, 30 seconds. So he was a culprit in that game too, along with Pippen. Pippen was 0 for 3, 0 for 2 from 3. Then goes to the free throw line. He did not score in the 4th quarter. No points in the 4th quarter because he finished only with 12 points. Steve Smith, as he was in the 3rd quarter, he scored 10 points in the 3rd quarter. He was red hot. He only had 2 points. He was 1 for 5. Stoudemire had 2 points, 1 for 1. So the scoring drought, man, that's what hurt this Portland Trailblazers team. For the Lakers, Kobe had 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 assist, 3 for 7. Shaq was perfect, 3 for 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, had 9 points. Brian Shaw hit 2 clutch threes, 6 points in the 4th quarter. It was huge in the 4th quarter off the bench. Brian Shaw. So there's nothing else I can say, man. The Blazers basically choked this series away. They gave it away. This was a team that could have won a championship because at that time the Lakers and the Blazers were the 2 best teams in the NBA. Man, what was going in the Eastern Conference? The Lakers would go and beat the Indiana Pacers and things of that nature, but the Blazers should have won the championship that year. The theme of this series against the Lakers was that the Blazers did not finish. They didn't finish. They didn't close the deal out. They had leads the majority of the games that they played in this series at times. Especially Game 3, Game 4, definitely Game 5 and Game 6. They won those games. Game 5 and Game 6, but Games 3 and 4 at home, They got to great starts, didn't capitalize on finishing it, closing the deal. Game 7, you up 15 points, 75 to 60. And you go on a drought throughout the fourth quarter. The Lakers go on a 15-0 run. Get back into the game. You go on that scoring drought. You don't score a basket until 2:58 to go in the game. Because 10:28, they was up 75 to 60. Then the rest of that game, next 7 minutes and 30 seconds, no baskets, no scoring until 2:58 to go. Shiwa scored. So that's the conclusion on part 15 of the 2000 Portland Trailblazers, a team that should have won the championship that year. Hopefully you enjoyed what I talked about, what I broke down. Subscribe to the channel, comment, like, comment, subscribe, do what you can to support this conclusion of part 15 of the professional sports teams that didn't win the championship during that season. Until then, talk to you tomorrow when I do another team to talk about for this series. Until then, talk to you soon.